It was a pretty boring night today in the NBA with two game sixes, but we have a game seven. And it is another Eastern Conference series where we have the game seven. The Pistons go on the road and get a pretty dominant win over the Cavs. It definitely wasn't super dominant, but they were definitely able to pull away, and the Cavs never really had that much of a chance to come back in the second half. Cleveland had some spurts. They cut it to, I think, a 5-point game at one point towards the end of the third. They had their opportunities in the fourth quarter when it was about like an 11 to 14 point game, but they were really not making shots the entire game. James Harden was just throwing up random stuff. Donovan Mitchell was not shooting the ball well. Jalen Duren finally did something, 7 of 10 shooting, 15 points, 11 rebounds, and a lot of production in this game off the bench for the Pistons. 17 for Paul Reed, who's been playing some really big minutes, and then Duncan Robinson, who's been struggling in these playoffs at 14. So the Pistons win, and they will force a Game 7. They are now 4-0 in the playoffs when facing elimination. The San Antonio Spurs dominate Game 6 on the road against the Wolves. They will be moving on and playing the Thunder. This one got out of hand kind of quickly. The Wolves never led in this game, and the Spurs had doubled them up in the second quarter when it was 54-27. Stephon Castle, who had an incredible series, had another big game tonight. A double-double, 32 points and 11 rebounds. And you don't see what happened in this game too often. Anthony Edwards, with about 8 minutes left in the game and about a 33-point game, he walked over during a timeout when all the subs and reserves were coming in for both teams, and he pretty much just dapped up the Spurs and said goodbye there. The second the game ended, he walked back to the locker room. You just really never see that happen. I think LeBron did that in Game 4 of the 2018 Finals when the Warriors dominated them in Game 7 or Game 4. But yeah, you just don't really see that happen in any type of game. Minnesota season, though, comes to an end. The Spurs dominate, and we get Spurs and Thunder in the Western Conference Finals. I'm so excited.